Hi there, my name is Zhao, and I'm making this video for the first coursework of the module, Business Analysis Tools. In this video, I will talk about a business analysis technique called forecasting, based on what we have learned in lectures. Forecasting is to making predictions about variables. It helps organizations to make decisions and plan for future activities. For example, decided if a particular product is selling well in certain market and whether production of this particular production should be increased to meet additional demand or decreased in order to avoid bigger loss. Forecasting is very common in the field of business analysis. We often hear a company's management speak about a forecast, such as our sales didn't meet the forecasted numbers, or we feel confident in the forecasted economic growth and expected to exceed our targets. In the end, our financial forecast, whether about the specific of our business, like sales growth, or predictions about the economy as a whole, are informed guesses based on data. As you may already know, data can be generally classified into two broad categories, namely quantitative and qualitative. Likewise, forecast techniques can also be generally categorized as quantitative or qualitative. The qualitative methods have generally been successful with short-term predictions, where the scope of the forecast is limited. Most of the qualitative forecast methods are export-driven. In other words, they depend on market movements or the market as a whole to weigh in with an informed consensus. Qualitative forecast method can be useful in forecasting the short-term success of companies, product and service, but has limitation due to its dependence on subjective opinion over measurable data. In the qualitative categories, forecast techniques include methods such as duping method, jury of executive opinion, sales force composite, and customer market survey. The quantitative method, on the other hand, discount the expert opinion and try to take the human element out of the analysis. The type of technique is mostly concerned solely with objective data and avoid the people's subjective bias underlying the numbers. Examples of situations that are more suitable for quantitative method are predictions of variables, such as sales, GDP, housing price, where changes will take place in the long term and data are measured in months or years. Technique can be categorized as quantitative, include the indicator approach, econometric modeling, and time series method. Time series methods include methods such as moving average, impulse smoothing, trend projections, and decomposition. There are also methods that can help organizations to determine the correlation between different variables in order to find out the cause or consequences of certain issues. These methods are regression analysis and multiple regressions. In this video, I will talk about time series methods. As mentioned earlier, the method of time series include moving average, exponential smoothing, trend projection, and decomposition. The selection of these methods is depending the type of data the forecaster is dealing. If the data is constant mean data, then it's better to use the moving average method. The exponential smoothing technique is used to smooth out the noise in data. Trend projection, as its name suggested, is good for trend data that constantly increasing or decreasing. This slide is an example of how simple moving average is used to calculate the average price of a security over a specific number of private. The first day of the moving average simply covers the last 5 days. The second day of the moving average drops the first data point 11 and adds the new data point 16. The third day of the moving average continues by dropping the first data point 12 and adding the new data point 17. In the example above, prices gradually increase from 11 to 17 over a total of 7 days. Notice that the moving average also raised from 13 to 15 over a 3-day calculation period. Also, notice that each moving average value is just below the last price. For example, the moving average for day 1 equals 13, and the last price is 15. Prices the prior 4 days were lower, and this causes the moving average to lag. Business forecasting is very useful for business, as it allows them to plan production, financing, and so on. However, there are 3 problems with reading a forecast. Firstly, the data is always going to be old. Historical data is all we have to go on, and there is no guarantee that the conditions in the past will persist into the future. Secondly, it's impossible to factor in unique or unexpected events or internalities. Assumptions are dangerous, such as the assumptions that banks will properly screen borrowers proving to be some meltdown, and black swan events have become more common as our dependence on forecast has grown. Finally, forecasts can't integrate their own impact. By having forecasts current or current, the actions of business are influenced by a factor that can't be included as variables. This is concept note. In a worst case scenario, management become a serve to historical data or trend rather than worrying about what a business is doing now. Thank you very much for watching this video, and hope you enjoy it.